Good morning, Pulsicans and Hexicans. Unite! This is the loudest megaphone in Pulse Chain land, the DeFi Crypto Alliance show, where we're doing our best to bridge the gap between our fellow entrepreneurs and the best damn crypto community around. You guys, what is going on? Happy Monday. It is the beginning of the week. I am feeling fine. I'm feeling pumped, and I'm here for you guys. This is going to be a fun week. It's the last week I'm going to be around before leaving to China. I'm going to be leaving for 2 months. I will be streaming here and there. Nothing consistent though. So, but I will be streaming, and I'll be streaming probably in the morning there, which will probably end up being in the evening in the U.S. Will basically the opposite. Wherever you're at in the world and you're watching the show, it'll probably be the opposite or 12-hour difference roughly than I do now. So I leave Sunday evening. So it's going to be exciting. You leave Sunday evening and arrive in China Tuesday evening. Oof. That sounds horrible. That is going to be a brutal flight. But hey, it'll be awesome once we get there. Once we're settled in and we can start being a tourist and just eating a bunch of food, seeing the sights. And I'm excited to hang out with my wife's family and check out Shanghai from the inside out, from their perspective. I've been to countries before where it sucks when you go alone and you're not meeting anybody. So you don't have any tour guide, if you will, to show you all the sites, the good restaurants, maybe some shows, and that sucks. Or when you go with somebody who's from that country and who understands the culture, it is so much more fun. And yeah, I'm excited for that. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on there. So we got this week. I will be out. And what else is going on today? We got a little bit of green on the price charts, which is nice. We're seeing, Pulse Chain hold its own. I feel like it's going to continue holding its own, now that the SEC FUD is out of our hair. And let's check out the secret chart, why we're speaking about all this, because that's why you guys come and watch my shows, because you want to know that we're in the right place, the right time. We're not getting scammed. And I got a good feeling we are still in good shape. Yep. As always, you can see here, this actually is funny, guys. I mentioned this last week. This red candle pulse against ETH was not pulse going down against the dollar. The funny part about it is that was ETH pumping because of the SUI hack. So it's kind of funny. Yeah. So that candle right there will be forever known as the SUI hack candle. Right here, there she is. That was the SUI hack candle. That was ETH pumping and Pulse Chain staying stagnant. And so it's kind of funny how that played out. And now we're green in the weekly. Yes, the weekly is just one day. It's Monday, right? We got to hold this all the way through. But hey, it's looking great in my opinion still. On the weekly, zoomed out against ETH. And, do we hang out here for a while? Do we come and retest again the SEC FUD channel? I don't know. Hard to say. Apparently, it looks like it's not quite altcoin season. Bitcoin dominance is trying to break down. It keeps flirting. It keeps going back and forth. So maybe this is the defining moment, but we are not technically in altcoin season yet. So my call for May 12th is not going to stand. And it looks like I was incorrect, which is fine. I'm wrong about a lot of things, but it's fun to speculate on this stuff. And if we can just hang out around here at 404 or anywhere lower, even a little bit lower, a little bit higher, as long as nothing crazy, as long as we don't go down here into Goblin Town again, we'll be all right. As long as we can just kind of coast sideways until ETH really catches a bid, because that's what we're waiting for, right? We are waiting for the ETH dominance to catch a bid against Bitcoin. That's it. In the story, or just overall Bitcoin dominance breaking down. But Pulse looking good, guys. 4037. It's doing all right. We got Pulse X. Actually, Pulse is 404. Sorry, that was Pulse X. So 404. We're still out of the breakout zone for that pennant. Pulse X is looking good. It's still inside the pennant. It wants to break out. It tried to break out last week, but it failed. And so I think it'll give another crack at it probably either this week or next. Who knows? Depending on if Pulse can hold the breakout zone from the pennant here, which I think it will. So it'll probably come back and retest the bottom area of the pennant before it continues up. So, but that's all I got for charts. You guys know I keep it simple with charts. I don't get too crazy. The only thing I wanted to kind of talk about today is, what would Hexico be like? Would you want to live there? I'll tell you what, guys, I was giving it some thought. I've had two different times in my entrepreneurial journey where I've had to change the sphere of influence around me, basically change my friends because they no longer saw my ideals the same way I did, or I just kind of outgrew where they were at in life, basically. So first time that happened, was when I was working my normal job, which was kind of normal. I used to work in the casino industry. And I was getting into real estate, and I got tired of just hanging out at the bars, talking about getting laid and talking about, rumors at the casino. And so eventually, I grew out of that, and I grew into a set of friends, of course, that were doing real estate. And there's an old saying that you are an average of the 5 closest people that you hang out with. It's so very true, is that, if you look at your 5 best friends or people who you hang out with all the time, it could be your family members, it could be your wife, of course, and you take the 5 and you make an average of their net worth, that will equal probably somewhere in the ballpark of your net worth. It's a very true statement. And also, if those people are, if they have problems with relationships, then most likely you have problems with relationships. If they excel at relationships, then you will excel. So you're a product of your environment. So I don't know if I'd want to live in Hexico. I feel like it's an 80-20 thing. 80% of you guys are in a great place mentally, physically, and even financially, and really prepared for this bull run and have what it takes to create wealth, really create generational wealth. And then I feel like there's the 20% that make it toxic for everybody, and that want to get on Twitter and basically misery loves company type of attitude, and they want to make everyone miserable with them and try to flood out their bags. And that's what they do, right? So I don't know if the 20% would ruin Hexico for me if we were to all, be there singing Kumbaya together. Would that 20% ruin it for me and make it feel like hell? I don't know. It would be interesting to think, though, So yeah. And, as you're going through your life, look at your environment, look at the people you hang out with, and think to yourself, okay, are these people serving me or are they taking from me? Have I outgrown what they do and contribute to life, or have they outgrown me? Am I the one holding them back? And take some reflection on that, because I think you'll find that it's very valuable. The second time I've had to kind of shift my sphere of influence is not because of the people that I was hanging out with were not where I wanted to be financially or something like that. They were actually they were where I wanted to be at financially. They had the right mindset. They had the right, mental, spiritual, physical, financial are the 4 pillars I live by. And they had all those in line, except for the trajectory they're on, or whatever they were using for wealth creation was no longer what I wanted to use for wealth creation anymore. And that was when I was in real estate, right? And so when I switched out of real estate, kind of did this whole crypto journey, moved to Puerto Rico, and then started hanging out with a lot more crypto people. I rarely see my real estate guys anymore because I'm no longer practicing real estate. It's no longer my investment vehicle. And so it's shifted. I talk to them once in a while when I go to events, of course. It's great to meet up, catch up, and and just see where everyone's at in life. But it wasn't like when I was in real estate, we get on the phone all the time and talk about our problems in real estate. And it's different. And so, yeah, so I encourage you guys in your life to take a step back, analyze your environment, see if the people in your life are serving you, are helping you be a better person in life, or are they vampires, taking away your energy, bringing you down, bringing your mindset down. The mindset is the biggest thing, because if they're just at the bar all day long talking about rumors of other people that they work with and just about how they can get laid next time, or maybe even all they talk about is sports and gambling. Well, you are going to be just like those people. So you are one of those people, and so you gotta take a little bit of a introspect there and take a step back and look at that and go, okay, do I want to stay in this environment, or do I want to move out of this environment and move up in my life? And so that's what I did. So I don't know if I would want to be in Hexico or not. It would be interesting. It would be interesting. With a lot of you guys, I would. I know that. A lot of you guys, I would want to be there with. But some of you guys, not the ones who don't watch, the ones who don't watch my show. I'm not sure if I would want to be there with those guys. Some of those guys are very toxic. So yeah, let's check in with you guys, see how everything is going, see if everyone is in a good mood. We're having a little bit of a pump on the price charts. Nothing crazy, but like I said, I think we're just going to hold our own, hang out here for a little while. The next big event would be, Interpool FUD being completely erased. I think we're very close to that, closer than what most people think, which is going to be nice. There is 70 of you guys watching, 50 on Twitter. Give me a retweet if you like the content, if you like wealth creation with cryptocurrency and wealth preservation with real world assets like real estate, oil and gas, business and mergers. This is what we're talking about on the show all the time. And then, a little bit of not paying taxes. Remember, DeFiWealthTrust.com down in the comments. And, it's free to set up. It's free to have the conversation, the consultation, and see if it's the right tool for you. It's just another tool in the toolbox. That's all it is. You're not obligated to use it if you get it set up. And that's what makes it so powerful. So, Extra Pulse X, what up, man? How we doing, brother? Good morning to you, sir. It was a good time the other night. We were in one of Extra Pulse X's chat rooms over on Twitter, talking about the DeFi Wealth Trust and all the benefits that it can do for you if you guys are not interested in paying taxes, which I'm not. Shit. In fact, that's why I moved to Puerto Rico. And when I leave Puerto Rico, which will be early next year, Q1, I will be harboring any assets that I have that I didn't sell in the DeFi Wealth Trust. The Ink chart tells me a lot about Pulse Chain ecosystem. Does it really? Comment, sir, what it tells you. I would be very interested in knowing what the Ink chart is whispering to you. I love that. I think the Pulse X chart is the sexiest chart between all the cores, personally. That thing is like, man, it looks like it's just going to go to the effing moon. It's one big, giant, long pennant that's been just going up and slowly to the right. And like Pulse is a big, long pennant, but it was stagnant. It stayed flat, and then it had the P-Dye FUD, which dropped it out of the pennant, which was the Wyckoff accumulation. And now we're back. Actually, we're above the pennant now. We broke out. Which is telling me that the whole ecosystem as a whole is done with a two-year accumulation. That's what it's telling me. So, yeah, I'd be interested to know what the Ink chart's telling you, bro. Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. P-wrapped oi oi. Oh, boy. Red Squirrel, that would be someone forked you again, and now it's P-wrapped. Oi classic. He's got the classic, though. All right, I love it. I love it. There's a third oi oi. Holy crap. There's forks everywhere now. I love this. We got triple oi oi in the chat. All started with the myth, the man, the legend, Red Squirrel, though. Hex Thailand, what's up, bro? Good evening, Corey. Enjoy Asia May. Bullish as F right now. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Great time hanging out there, being a typical tourist, you know what I mean? And just, eating a lot of food and seeing the sights. I am excited for what's to come, and it will be good. It'll be really good. IH Tazaz Shah. Let's effing go, Corey. What is going on, IH? How are we doing? Morning, man. Monday morning, guys. Got to go out there and crush the week. Make sure you're providing value to your community, your fellow man, your fellow woman. You can take that value, man, that value which is going to turn into money, and you bring it back into crypto and 100x your effing life. Who else has the secret sauce, man? That is it right there. That is the secret sauce to succeeding in life as far as finances are concerned, man. You can take that money, you grow 100x out of it, maybe more. Who knows what Pulse Train could do? And you can roll some of that into some real estate. You can go buy a business, put some more in the oil and gas. And that's, yeah, continue the wealth preservation side of things. So much fun. Real billionaire boys, what's going on? Hey, bro, I have a big group of investors interested in the trust. Can we set up a call? Not with me, man. I don't take any calls. I'm not even licensed. I can't speak on it. You would have to book a call with Chris at DeFiWealthTrust.com. Go book a call with him. It's free, completely free, and he is licensed to talk to you. I am not licensed to talk to you. I'm only telling you about what I'm going to use and what I'm going to do, and I want you guys to know about it. So that way you guys can go out, make an informed decision, and make the right decision and save a shit ton of money. So not with me, but with Chris, yes, absolutely. Once again, DeFiWealthTrust.com. It's free to set a call with him, and he can explain everything to you and your investors. In fact, you might even want to do like a conference call. Maybe you have a couple of your guys on the phone, and then you get 3-way or 4-way in, and then you guys all can conversate with Chris. Benny Davis, hey, Corey and Pulsing fam. Hey, Benny, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show, bro, man. Welcome, welcome. Tam, my lady, thank you so much for showing up. We appreciate the good services that you always do. Happy Memorial Day again. Oh, yeah, it's Memorial Day. It's crazy. I forgot about that. I work for myself, so I forget when these holidays come. Is this a bank holiday? I don't even know if it's a bank holiday. I'd be interested to know. Hey, thanks, Tam. I appreciate it. I try my damnest. I just come on here and I just freaking wing it, to be honest with you. I come in here and have fun for 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and then it helps me stay in a better positive mindset too, right? Like I connect with you guys. I try to deliver my mental framework, the way I look at stuff, and it helps me reinforce those beliefs, right? And it's good. It's really good. No, they're vampires. Who's vampires? All the oi-ois? The red squirrel forks. I know they're all vampire attacking the oi-oi. Jeez, I can't believe it. Stick with the winners. Yeah, stick with the original oi-oi. What else are we going to talk about? I'm interested in not paying taxes. Come on, Briz. Let's do it, bro. DeFiWealthTrust.com. Come on, man. Or move to Puerto Rico, man. You can move here as I'm leaving. Don't do that, dude. That would suck. Ink whispers sweet nothing into my ears. Man, what does Paul Sex whisper then? Man. We got a sweet little pump from yesterday into today. Yeah, man, it's good. I like what the charts are telling me, man. I think we got I think we're gonna have a good week. I can be totally wrong. As long as we just hang out, man. Like I just want to hang out into freaking altcoin season. I don't want to go back down to Goblin Town. We don't have to moon. If we hang out right here, dude, I'm perfectly fine. In fact, if we can hang out here for another week, I might buy a DCA. That'd be nice if I can get another DCA in. See what happens here. Check my Pulse Blue Collar Crypto. Good morning, Corey. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. And thank you for showing up. We appreciate it very much. We not bullish enough. Super cycle loading, God candles loading, glory loading. I agree with that. Man, I was looking at like the other / BTC ratio. I'll have to bring that up on the show, maybe tomorrow. Because I was looking at it's on my phone. And it's funny how like it shows like Bitcoin, going up for 3 years, down for 1, and then the others going down for 3, up for 1 on the ratios. I was looking at this chart. And it's definitely the altcoins or the others is running late into the cycle, which leads me to believe two things. One, we might not top into Q1 of next year. It's very feasible. Like I know that kind of breaks the this time is different or against that narrative. I don't know. Not really, because it's like this stuff could deviate 10, 20% right or left. It's never gonna be perfect. Um, history tends to rhyme, not repeat, right? That's like the old saying. And so, but it's crazy, man. So since it's deviated to the right, which is weird. Everyone thought we were having a left translated cycle. Oops. Ended up being more right translated than anything. And it's weird because then does that mean if we don't top out the Q1 of next year, that we also going to go super more, parabolic, right? As far as price movement up when altcoin season does come. I don't know. They say that the longer something runs sideways for, the more forceful the upside momentum is when it blasts off, right? And so, the accumulation zone that we've been in for years now, it is like a coiled spring, right? Getting ready to absolutely explode. And so I don't know, maybe there will be a bit of a super cycle type feeling in this upcoming year. I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to say, man. Really hard to say, but we do know one thing right now is that like this stuff has been it's delayed this year. It's completely delayed. Like I said, I'll bring that chart. Hopefully, you can find it tomorrow if I remember. And it showed clearly with others BTC that it is delayed from other cycles based off the 4-year cycle. So just put the call with Chris. Thanks, brother. Oh, cool, man. Yep, he's an excellent dude, man. Excellent guy. He'll square away all your questions and get you and your guys all figured out. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. Even beyond the trust, if you have any other situations in your life that maybe he might be able to find ways of saving you money on taxes. He's got like 40 different strategies of saving you money on taxes that is even beyond the trust. So it's worth it for any of you guys to have a conversation with them that are U.S. based to try to save some money on taxes, because he's just got so many different ninja ways of doing it. And that's why I keep him in my back pocket, man. For when I leave here in Puerto Rico, man, that's going to be like my go-to guy for everything. Like I'm not messing around. Like I said, if I'd have known about the trust before I went to Puerto Rico, I probably wouldn't be here. The reason why I'm here is because I didn't know about this. I knew about the product, the deferred sales tax trust. But the problem is that anyone I had a conversation with, they wouldn't let you do DeFi inside their deferred sales tax trust. They wouldn't let you do it. They're like, oh yeah, you can hold crypto. You can go to Coinbase and buy Bitcoin. No, I don't want that. I want to do DeFi on some crazy weird layer 2 that most retail doesn't know about, and that's hard to get to. It's not listed on the exchanges, and I want to hold my own keys. I want to do that. And there wasn't anything like that. And so we had to onboard the trustee, we had to onboard the lawyers, the tax strategist, that's Chris, and we onboarded them into Pulse Chain, so that way they could serve us and we can do this trust in DeFi. So it's really cool stuff. What's shaking, Hexicans? What is going on? What is going on? Archie, what's going on? Good afternoon. Absolutely. It is almost afternoon here in Puerto Rico. We're about 20 minutes away from noontime. So, Aishazaz, if you want to see something really scary, then look at the BTC value of your RH portfolio. 50 or 100x against BTC will change it, though. It's coming. Yeah, it's just completely wrecked, right? I mean, it makes sense because BTC has been going up and to the right for the last 2.5 years or whatever it has been. All right, since it hit $15,000, maybe it was 16,000. It's only been up and to the right, but that's all altcoins too, IH. If you look at all altcoins, if you look at like AVAX, go look at like Link, go look at like, Shiba Inu, go look at, Phantom, although the new Sonic has gotten a little bit of action from the changing of their name, the branding, and then I guess they upgraded the blockchain. But against BTC, it's nothing. It got completely wrecked for the last few years, along with everything else. And so we're just kind of like following along. We're just following suit with everything else. That's all it is. We are altcoins. Make no mistake about it. This is an altcoin ecosystem. That's what it is. And so, yeah, it's no different, but it will, the tide will change. That's for sure. Jazz S fire. Yes, yes. True. Not just us. Yeah, not just us. It's all of crypto. Even Sui had a bit of a pump when it came out, and it had a nice little kind of run. And it looks like they paid for their sins. I don't know. They're too early to talk like that, but it looks like they paid for their sins from the early little pump that they got, a little run that they got. Because now, man, I don't know. So, and I hope to God that the guys over there who got affected by it could come out on top. There's a lot of good people who probably got harmed in that hack, and so I hate to see that happen. And so I hope some of these guys come out on top and join uh, join a winning team and make a lot of money. That's the key. What up, Fat Sammy? How you doing, man? Hi, all. Hope everything's doing well. We are doing absolutely wonderful, Fat Sammy. Fat Sammy's a Pulse Bitcoin dude, and actually, Pulse Bitcoin, man, over on the Ethereum, it looks like it's coiling up. You see that chart, man? It had a nice little small God candle, and now it's like printing like a bull flag. I'm sure you know, but it looks like it's coiling up for a good little run. We'll see what it does, man. And that's the Pulse Bitcoin over on Ethereum. It's just not a lot of holders left, I imagine. I'm sure most people sold their bags. Jeez. Oliver Moore. Hey, Corey. Where do you think Pulse will be December 1st, 2025? This year, Christmas time. Good question. Anywhere from a 10 to 100x higher from today. Can I give you that broad of a guesstimate there? Can I go that big? Because I mean, it's hard to say, right? Do we get one altcoin season or two? Is Bitcoin going to top in November when it's like kind of supposed to top, or is it going to top in January, February and be late because it seems like the cycle is running late? Because the last altcoin season, ideally, once again, this stuff doesn't have to be perfect. This stuff doesn't have to repeat. It rhymes. Remember, it rhymes. It doesn't repeat. But ideally, you get the last altcoin season after the blow off top or last push up in Bitcoin. Then you see that last altcoin season. Then you see altcoins run and have the most parabolic, that's when we had like the NFT craze of the last cycle was absolutely insane during that last top of Bitcoin. So hard to say if December will be the time, but I think it'll definitely be running by then. So 10 to 100x, man. That's my answer, 10 to 100x, which is not bad, man. It's not bad, right? Like even a 10x, if we got a 10x on Pulse, we're at 404. You just take a zero away, right? That's what it is. And it's be decimal 004. Shit. Then you'd be 4x above SAC price. Take that, man. Take that all day for Christmas. A lot of happy campers. P-Hex ready to bull flag to 2 cents soon. I believe that too, man. That's my biggest bag right there, bro. Is P-Hex. I was able to get pretty good slice clip in. Thanks to Dylan. Dylan made a rap song at the very bottom at decimal 0035. And I was doing my monthly DCA, and instead of like spreading it out, he got me a fork on Hex, and I put it all in Hex. So I was able to accumulate a decent bag. But then Hex went up a little bit. And I was like, oh, it's my biggest bag now. But I had 2 cents would be awesome. I'd take it, dude. And that'd be only the beginning, man. I think Hex is psycho, really, dude. I mean, I see no reason why I can't go to $1. I really don't. Yeah. Pulse at like a half a penny, Hex at $1, Pulse X maybe somewhere on a half a penny or maybe a quarter penny, Ink somewhere around, anywhere from 50 to $100. That's where this is all speculation. I am not giving financial advice. I never give financial advice in the show. You push your own buttons. In fact, the only financial advice I'll give is go buy real estate. There you go. Go buy a bunch of doors. Sucks ass, but it'll pay you a bunch of passive income and you can make some money from it. It's about the only financial advice I can give on this show. Oliver, I think we might have a last ride up in January 26th. Yeah, dude, it makes sense to me. If we look at BTC dominance on the 6-month chart, it is clear that it's go time right now. Really? Really? Huh. And see, there you go. If Oliver's correct, which I think he could be correct, like everything's pointing to this being accurate, then then you would have an altcoin season, maybe starting here at the end of the month or maybe June. And then you'd have another altcoin season probably somewhere January, February, March. Maybe not March. January, February is when that would last altcoin season would take place in 2026, which would be kind of awesome. Make a shit ton of money in 25. Figure out your tax. Go roll DeFi or DeFiWealthTrust.com. Go roll DeFi. That's RH Max's his website. By the way, that's probably why I mentioned it. Me and RH Max are going to be doing a stream. It'll be after I get to China about taxes. It's going to be like a small debate about why I think you guys should start be thinking about how to offset some of these taxes, even if it means moving to Puerto Rico. We're going to be talking and debating on that. He wanted to do it on the 2nd, but I can't do it on the 2nd because I'll be traveling to China then. I said, hey, let me get settled into to China, and then we'll hop on and we'll do that show. So keep your eyes and ears open for that, guys. It should be a fun one. It should be a good one. I like RH Max. A lot of positive and great content over in that show. So, but back to this. Yeah, I agree 100%. And frankly, man, at this point, man, I kind of prefer it. We've already gone through this much blood and pain. What the hell is the difference for another, 2 weeks to a month for me to wait for altcoin season and then have to wait till next year for the final top? Dude, I don't care, man. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. I am mentally prepared, physically prepared, and spiritually and financially too, man. Let's ride it through, man. Hex Wizard 369. What is going on? And the win, the trophy for the win. That's right. We're gonna do it this year, guys. So guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna hop off. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about. Would you want to live in Hexico? I don't know. With some of you guys, I would for sure. In fact, most of you guys here in this chat, I would, because I probably attract my tribe here. I attract people who are very similar to me to the show. But I wouldn't know if I would want to be on an island with Hexicans with all of them. I'll give you an example. I mean, here in Puerto Rico, there's a couple Hexicans I don't hang out with, and there's a bunch that I do. You pick your own family, right? Your friends are the family that you pick. And so if you're in Hexico, then you're kind of like, you're there with everybody. I don't know. I mean, remember, you are the average of your 5 closest friends. Keep that in mind. Also keep that in mind in your real life too, as you're trying to grow. Maybe you're trying to become an entrepreneur. Maybe this crypto thing is like, obviously it is a struggle. It's hard, and you got your friends are just not seeing eye to eye with you on this stuff. It could be time to take a step back and go, hey, maybe I've outgrown my friends. They don't care about wealth creation. They don't care about wealth preservation the way I do. They don't care about helping you get in a better mental state, or maybe better physical state, right? And they don't care about those things, and you need to take a step back and maybe even make a hard decision. It has been some very difficult decisions on my influence, right? My sphere of influence, and so yeah, who is your Hexico, right? Look at them and ask yourself, do these guys help me grow? Are they pulling me up, or are they pushing me down? Those are the questions that you got to ask yourself. So can we pay the house in Pulse in Hexico? I imagine we could, bro. So that might be good. You spin up enough validators and some liquidity pools, some farming, and you can take that yield and pay off your house. That would be great, dude. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. Once again, 139 of you guys watching on YouTube. Smash the like, hit the subscribe for me. Come on, boost the algorithm. And over on Twitter, give me a retweet if you guys like the content, and help the algorithm blast it to the moon. And I will see you guys mañana. Peace.